been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hear them. We just spit on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just spit on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is the NFL on Sunday Sports.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Jets offense ready for their first possession, and they are led by the 23-year-old from USC in his third year now, quarterback Sam Darnold.
Year 3 now of Sam Darnold being the starting quarterback with the New York Jets, and as you might expect, some ups and downs along the way. That's what happens with young quarterbacks. Last year, 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, had to play through some sickness and injury. But the Jets really believe in this guy and showed it by upgrading their offensive line in order to get him more protection moving forward.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Green being called against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 30. Darnold to his tight end Herndon. First down, New York. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 19. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 19-yard line.
On first down, it's Gore. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line. 2nd
and 5 now. Darnold, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
A 42-yard attempt.
Fickens' kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
It's the score, Jets 3.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time, and at QB, the man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job from Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 67 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive, and they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Harold Landry leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Darnold from the gun, throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
From the contact.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They keep it with Henry on first down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 27. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He was brought down by...
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, He seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Davis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
At the New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From the 29, Darnold is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. And quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Sam Ficken to kick.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans take over first and
time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. The big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and try to account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Second and 6.
They'll run it again with Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Derrick Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. But surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly.
A throw over the middle taken in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. And now it's second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. They'll toss it left to Gore. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the third quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with a recipe of the ground game. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
He gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5.
Back now here on EA Sports. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Titan ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Blake Cashman on the tackle.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the...
Got a man, it's Humphreys. Touchdown, Tennessee.
To Adam Humphreys.
Adam Humphreys there to make the grab, and the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
To throw again on second down. Darnold
dropping it off underneath. Here's P. Ryan.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Darnold, he lost the football, but I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Stephen Gostkowski set.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jayon Brown picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Back at the 15-yard line.
One last throw down for Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
45.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, score.